I would say that, CBSE is also coming up with a lot of new initiatives and ideas. And because of the National Education Policy 2020, there have been a lot of major changes that CBSE has brought in, which kind of is building up an international outlook to the CBSE curriculum. Per se, it will take time for the schools to adopt. But luckily for our school, because we were following the international curriculum and an amalgamation of lot of best practices from IB and Cambridge, we were doing a lot of activities, and we're still doing a lot of activities and assessment processes, which now the CBSE wants us to do. So Cambridge is, of course, international curriculum where the teaching methodology is pretty different. The child is made to think a lot. The child is made to research a lot. The child is made to do his own learning process. So the teachers are basically just the facilitators, and it's the child who is doing all the work. And in the process, the confidence that we see in the children, the communication skills that make them apart from the CBSE curriculum, that really highlights. And assessment process is ongoing, and the main assessment, the papers come from UK, so children have to really work on those, and the corrections are done by the teachers in the school. But yes, CBSE is also coming up to a certain level, and we are happy that we have been following that, and we don't have to really work too much on it. Right now, we start from grade 5, and we have come up to the grade 10. And in future, we are coming up with a new Cambridge wing, international wing, where we want to, actually take the pathway of Cambridge. Pathway means right from pre-primary till 10th. So we are planning that, and maybe by 2024, we will be able to do that. Tantan, let me tell you, first of all, what I have seen, in last 3, 4 years, mindset of the parent is changing a little bit. Parents are not really looking at academics, focus on academics. They want the child to develop as an overall person. The personality should develop as an overall person. So they are looking for a lot of, activities where the children can participate. And sometimes parents say, it's fine, ma'am, it's not that they have to excel in everything, but what is required is their participation. So this is where I feel the mindset of the parents are really changing. And yes, the exposure to different activities, sports and extracurricular activities like dance, music, theater, value education, leadership activities definitely make the child become very confident and a very good communicator. So academics is part of it, no doubt, but slowly now we are moving out of the board exam phobia, and parents have also understood that the future will be different. So, for me, passion is very important when we look out for teachers. Passion, communication, good communication, and commitment level. I would also say now professional attitude. It's not that that the teacher's role has been changing drastically. It's not that the teacher just go inside the classroom and teaches and comes out and her role finishes. That's not the thing. Today the teacher is a counselor, she's a facilitator, she's also a guide, she's guiding the students at every level, supporting them. So that kind of professional outlook of what she is or he is, and she is taken in this teaching line as a profession, is also very important, not as a pastime. So this is what I look into, and I feel that even if I get teachers with good background, who are passionate about teaching, who want to do something for the children, I would prefer to take them rather than experienced teachers who may not like to change and their mindset should not be set. So these are the things that we really look for in teachers. And of course, commitment is important because when you're dealing with students, that commitment level has to be there.
Got it.
But yes, I also feel that professional development from the organization side to the teachers and supporting and guiding them at every level is important. So we believe in that. Yeah, it depends upon the parents, and then, as I said earlier, what I used to see was either parents used to be very focused on the academics, so those kind of schools, but I think those kind of schools have not really sustained themselves. So a parent should look out for an overall picture of the school, how the values are being taught, how the attitudes are being taught in the school, how they're preparing the child for the future, and are the teachers on the right track? How's the professional development of the teachers happening? What is the ethos of the school, the philosophy of the school? Are they into research and planning for the future? Because times are changing so fast. So will the child be able to face the future in 5 years or 6 years of time? Is the school looking into it? Is the school into technology, the new, the global perspective, the awareness of what is happening, across the world? So all these things I feel the parents should look into, and they are. Parents have become smarter now, and they want all these things. It has made a lot of difference during pandemic because it was online classes and all that. See the connect and the eye contact with the teacher. Although teachers really adapted so beautifully to technology, and in no way, there was a stop to any kind of activities that happens in the physical scenario. But that beautiful connect, the physical connect, the emotional connect, the eye contact that the teacher has with the student was missing. And after the pandemic, now when the children have come back to school, slowly and steadily, that trust factor between the student and the child, the teacher is being created again. There have been a lot of social emotional issues, behavior issues from the students' side, which the teachers are dealing in day in and day out right now. So a lot of counseling is happening at present, and I'm sure teachers with their tenacity will definitely overcome this also. I personally feel that we are very transparent. That is one thing which I have not seen in many schools. So, in the sense that we have a strong parent body, which we call as PIC, which is representative of parents across the grades, and we meet 4 times in a year. Every new initiative that we start, even the fee structure, when we come up with a new fee structure for new academic year, is first informed to this SPIC body, and then we take it forward once it is approved. And it's a beautiful body of a think tank kind of a association where parents also come up with a lot of feedback about how things can be improved, and we are open to it. So open to feedback, a strong parent association which we really believe in, and thirdly, in transparency, addressal of the parents' issues within 24 hours. So this I feel is very, very important and USP of our school. This is one thing. Second thing I would say is the curriculum. Birla Open Minds curriculum is beautiful. a great amalgamation of, as I told earlier, of IB and Cambridge and CBSE. So best practices taken and for an overall development of the child. It also has, learning different learning styles of the students. How do we? The day plan is so beautifully said. The child is exposed well. So curriculum is another USP, I would say. And the third thing is our belief in the professional development of the teachers. So regular exposure to the children teachers are given even throughout pandemic. We encouraged our teachers to, take sessions for each other, not only just the heads but the teachers also. They came up with their own topics, they did the sessions, and they also were panelists among themselves. So these three things I feel has been their USP. Our curriculum also, we have actually integrated with life skills, theater, and value education. So these three I feel right now is yes, and we are always focused on what next. In fact, I'd come up with a 5-year development plan also for the school, which we are following it to the T. So it's not like random, uh, you know, doing something, but we are very focused on what we have plans for the next 5 years.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
the process in the month of December and complete it within that, because a new session starts from March.
Okay.
So if the child does not attend that March and April, classes, then they miss out, because that's the bridge course that we start with.
Okay.
So it's good to start the process in the month of November and December. Our admission process is very simple. We have an online inquiry form which the parent has to fill in and submit, and they will get a call from the school, fixing a date and time for the parent to visit. Admission counselors take care of the parents once they come to the school. The school tour is taken, and if they want to meet an academic person or a principal, definitely they can do that. But our admission counselors are good enough, and they can explain the whole process of how the school works to the parents. So it's pretty simple.